Hey everyone, it's a good day in Helm Steep while it's getting built up, but I'm looking to the Battle of Ifscar. Now, this is huge. I added a train, as you can see, added a platform on top of this building, and then added Talisman Mountain, which I will show you. And I completely remodeled the entire thing, dusted it. It's ready for competitions now. So, as you can see, the train is step one that I've added onto it. I really like the train. I also made the battle between Deity and the Talisman. Kate Lagon versus King Odysseus, the friendly exchange. You finally get to see his face. Here he is, with his mask off. I put his mask right there to show you guys. So basically, this is. I'll start off right here. This is the hangar. It's, as you've seen, it's on top of this. It's getting held on by that piece and 8 pillars all the way around. Now the train, I'm gonna pause it. Here we are. So the train, I made it kind of spacey. I made some cannons on it, which make it look great because I took the other train off that, so I needed the cannons back on. I made it spacey. There's no conductor or controller. It is all from that building right there is controlled. I made a train car with a couple cannons. Right here, there's one. They both rotate, by the way, like this one and then this one. I made an Asterian soldier who is ham versus knife fighting. 2 rebels. Here's one right here. He has a pistol. This one has a sword. They're just gonna fight. So I'll give you an exclusive look at the minifigs later. But from what I did is I made a little helipad right here. That space vehicle got destroyed right here. I made some fire on that. This is actually from Bulldozer Break-In from the Lego City. I just made it more spacey and put some fire on it. This is also a cannon right here. Here it is. It can rotate. I had some fire like it's on fire as well. Here's satellite and here's a tank. The satellite, like I showed you guys in the last video, it can rotate and all. And there are 4 walkways, one right here, one right here, one right here, and one right here to the train or any other places. So the building, we can also start with the building right here. So this is also from Bulldozer Break-In. I had the windows and all. So yeah, I made it broken. There's a couple switches inside to control the train, as you can see in there. And I basically made it look like a little bit nicer than the other base. It still fits in, so it goes all the way. There's a door right there. And then to make it better, I added a track on top of it. We'll go over that in a second. I made a droid right here trying to, fire on the intruders. There's a guy ducking for cover. I made these poles that are holding up the train track, and then this big one right here that's getting supported. So here's the battle between one of the generals and his mech versus King Tamar. So King Tamar is one of my favorite things that I added to it. Like, look at those legs I made. I'll give you a better look at them later, but I just love it. I upgraded him, and also this is from Clay's battle mech set. I also got that because it was on clearance at Walmart. It's getting held up, and they're basically fighting up here. This is, by the way, the highest point is 14 inches high right here. So this is now really large scale. It's 5 feet long now. But so basically the main characters for this mock, such as the Talisman, Kate and Cole and Forrest right here, they're fighting. Also with Deity. Now Deity is one of my new ones. He is basically the Talisman's rival. The Talisman controls lightning. I put these 2 little hand lightning type things on. I don't know the word for that one. I made Deity's has control of fire, So I made this fire as if they're fighting right here, and a rebel unfortunately ran into it, so he's getting held up by the stud like he's blowing up. Then one of the main things for this was effects to make it more like exciting. As you can see, Dee was probably the cause of this. There's a rebel right here. He died. I like succeeded in it by laying him over. There's a couple computers right here. Now the pad is basically elevated by a little bit. I really like the pad, and it's also right here. I made some like lost pieces all over the place to make it look blown up. Now I got these from Bulldozer Break-In as well. I like them a lot. They add feel to the space. And I put a bunch of cargo boxes. This scene was also inspired from Rogue One when they're hiding from the Imperials. So I made them hiding behind boxes right here, just for a good look. He's holding his shield. He's firing at intruders that are running down trying to save Kate right here. These guys are marching in to try and get Forrest right here. Forrest has a space shotgun and is rapidly firing. I was going to make broken windows, but I thought with all those loose pieces elevated with a train, that wouldn't work too well, so I just decided not to. To make it more spacey, I add these grills as maybe exhaust vents or whatnot to make it like look a lot better. Basically this is 1.5 through 2 feet wide all the way around. It makes it look really well done. Fuel tanks. I'm really happy with how this turned out. It's really sturdy. It's able to support the train going round and round. So I love it a lot. Also, instead of the drill, I made a junkyard, like a space junkyard. I made a space bulldozer right here. That's from Bulldozer Break-In as well. I just tore it apart and remodeled it a bit. I got one of these platforms, the old space platforms, as you can see, and just stuck a bunch of random pieces on it to make it look better. Now, what's holding up the train track itself are these poles all the way around. As you can see, I'll go to the other side so that you guys can get a good look. Now, this is extended a bit right here. So to get away with it, I stuck more like cargo and all that to make it look better. Nothing really happened down here as much. Like, it's all the same, just more empty because I didn't want any minifigures in there. I made it as if they ran up here to help. So I like it a lot. I didn't upgrade the tank at all. I moved a couple figures that were right here down to right here. I put some water pieces behind them for more special effects. And as you can see, there's only one talisman. He's taking out this bunker as usual. I removed the top right here because I thought it's starting to make it look a little bit bunker-like. So instead I added this turret. The whole thing can turn. This can turn as well. And I made it more lush with gardens, more uplinks. I made the tree taller. And I made this guy with his robot arm broken running to attack him. So, and I moved this space gun right here as if to fire on intruders right here. So I basically just upgraded this entire portion to make it more dense with landscape. Alright, I kept this train track right here. I extended it to make it look like not as empty, because I hate it when it's empty. Oh no, I forgot to go over one thing. Right here, you're probably wondering, why aren't they trying to kill each other? Well, eventually I'm going to make a Lego series called The Talisman Tale, which is basically how this entire war broke out. So in the entire movie, one of the climaxes are right here when these two have a friendly exchange for a minute before he is killed by the armor falling by the battle between these two. And she ends up almost costing her life as well. Down here, I put less minifigs, but still made it really battle-ish. I like it a lot. Same concept just more droids right here. Same right here, I just added this piece as if maybe it was a broken track that was just taken off most of it. And I'm going, oh sorry, nothing done on the walker either. Most of the base wasn't done much on it, but all right, so Talisman Mountain. Okay, so this was really exciting. I actually asked family members and friends, was this base complete? And they said, well, it's really unbalanced. You have this giant tall build structure right here, and you have nothing over here but a bunker and a walker. So I decided I'm gonna make the Talisman a fortress, like a little fortress. So I made him this abandoned monastery. For my birthday, I received the Lego end portal, so I based it off that. So for the entrance, I made it rocks and bones, as if the talisman was here with his last kill. A torch to make it more juicy. And all the way around, a little battle's happening. It's rock structure all the way around with few trees. The droid battle's happening around here. So I made it like the bottom is a mountain, and then the top is a monastery. Sorry, the middle part's a monastery, and at the top is a building that was basically blown up, or like old or haunted or whatever you might call it. I made trees. I received these trees right here from, I didn't receive them, I bought them. And there's another one over here. I just made it, I just thought it would make the scene look more juicy. So, sorry, I have to get down for this. So, it leads to a wire right here, as the end portal has, right here all around. I made bookshelves, an old statue, skeleton heads, a bat, chest full of gold and diamonds, and a candle. More wire. So this is my favorite scene almost in the entire base, probably. So I made this look really rusted, really old, an abandoned monastery or bookstore or haunted mansion type thing, and made it look really well done. I like this part a lot. And there's a little opening that leads right there to more wire, which turns around to go to maybe a storage room of some type. Here's a box, some more abandoned parts to it. I like it a lot. Skeleton. As you can see, I made it as a shape that is sticking out. I like it a lot, and it makes a good feel to it, and it's also as sturdy as a rock. I can pull it and the entire base goes down with it because so much is holding it. So the end portal, I just kind of updated a little bit, stuck these around them, trying to make it not as Minecraft. I made it as if the talisman has a teleportation device. So I put this right here with some stairs. I made it empty to seem like it was only meant to focus on the portal itself. I like it a lot. More rock structure, a couple pillars. This is the monastery type right here. So I like it a lot. Uneven tiles. Now let's go to the top. So I made a bunch of green right here, as if it's a grassy hilltop. Then I basically just got a couple wood tiles, as I would call it, and stuck a bunch of random wood pieces to make it look better. So yeah, give me your comments if anything should change on this base. So same droid battle. Well, if you think anything needs to be changed on this, tell me. I'm also going to look out for another video. New minifigures I made or updated for this base. I will make a new video on them to show you guys why I was so excited about it. And thank you so much for watching. See you later.